Good morning, everyone. Today, last topic in making independent India's constitution. The constitution today. The constitution today. So, constitution makers aware that the laws will be amended from time to time. Constitution makers aware that the laws amended from time to time. So constitution amendments are essential from time to time. So the constitution makers aware that there is the need to make the new laws. At the same time, if it is possible, it is necessary, then they can amend it the constitution from time to time. So at the time the constitution was made in India, there are 315 articles and 8 schedules are there, but the articles were increased. So at present nearly the 448 articles are there and 22 schedules are there in India. So like the amendments and the new laws are essential to make for the changes in the society. So whenever they want to make the change in the articles, they want to make new articles, they want to change the articles in the constitution, then the articles must be make in the parliament. So 2/3 of the majority is essential to make the new articles, and also they want to make any changes in the articles. 2/3 of the majority is essential in the parliament in both the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. So at present there are 543 seats are there. Among the 543 seats, the 2/3 of the majority in Lok Sabha means 410 parliament members must be give the approval to that particular bill. Then that is changes into SG Act. So in both houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, both houses must be approval the bill with 2/3 of the majority. Then after that bill goes to the president. So finally the president approved the particular bill, then that was changes into SG Act. So like that articles and schedules were the changes in the articles and schedules was taken place in India. So at the time constitution was made, there are only 315 articles are there. At present 448 articles are now present is there, and schedules are 8 are there at present. At the time the constitution was made, now present the 22 schedule are there. So whenever the some amendments, the constitution amendments are essential to make the changes in the society from time to time. So our constitution was flexible as well as the rigid. So new laws was made for the people, and also in some amendments they required the more than half of the majority in the parliament. More than half means at present the parliament seats are 543, it means the half means 272, more than 272 Lok Sabha seats and Rajya Sabha 250. It means the 125, more than 125 seats are required for the Rajya Sabha majority. So in both the houses, in some amendments, in some whenever they are making the new laws for budget and other issues, in some amendments they required only more than half of the parliament members approval is enough to make the bills into as act into as an acts. But in sometimes they required more than 2/3 of the majority to make the laws. So in some issues they needed the the state assembly approval also. Some issues they want to make the acts. At the time they needed the state assembly approval. First they needed state assembly approval, then after the parliament approval, then that was goes to the president was approved, then that was changes into SG Act. So like the in our constitution was given provision to change the constitution laws. So laws were amended, the constitution laws were amended from time to time. So major changes in the constitution were made in 1970s. Major changes was taken place in India, that is 1970s. So in 1976, 42nd amendment was taken place in India. 1976, 42nd amendment was taken place. In the 42nd amendment, the two words were added in preamble in our constitution. The two words are secularism and socialism. The two words were added in our preamble in the constitution by 42nd amendment. So like there is the provision to change the acts, to make the new acts as well as the amendments. Their procedure is there in our constitution. So now the second major event in the Indian constitution, the second major event in the Indian constitution history, that is Supreme Court given judgment against given judgment of the known as Kesavananda Bharati case. The Supreme Court given judgment known as the Kesavananda Bharati case. This is the second major event. This is the second major event in Indian constitution history. So Kesavananda Bharati is a trust. So in Kerala state government, so by the land reforms, the Kerala state government was taken over the lands of Kesavananda Bharati Trust. Lands was taken. So then the Kesavananda Bharati was mostly the trust was depended on their assets, their lands. So the income was declined, the income by the loss of their lands. So the Kesavananda Bharati Trust went to the Supreme Court. They asked the justice to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court gave the judgments. The 12-member judges. So the 12-member panel gave the judgment. So in the judgment, the 800 pages, more than 800 pages judgment was given by the Supreme Court. In that the Supreme Court was told that there is the need to don't make the changes in the basic fundamental structure in the constitution. So the parliament as well as the many state assemblies don't make the changes in the basic fundamental structures in the constitution. So those are the fundamental rights of the people. So the Kesavananda Bharati case, Kesavananda Bharati was asked, each person has their right to property. Right to Property Act. Under the Right to Property Act, each person has the right to their properties, into their property. So this is the fundamental right. So the Supreme Court was expressed his views and told that each person have their fundamental, the basic fundamental structure do not change. So the fundamental rights don't change the fundamental rights. And also he gave some other issues like the form of governments, the government structure also. The parliament as well as the state assemblies not have a right to make changes in the forms of governments or the government structure, and also federal principles are federal structure, federal federal character. Don't make changes in the federal character. So that is the constitution, the basic. That is the basic fundamental structure of our in our constitution. That's why don't change the federal character, and also the powers of the supreme powers of the constitution. Don't make it change in supreme powers of the constitution. Don't make it any changes in supreme powers of the constitution, and also it was give his judgment that the sovereignty of the nation. So for the sovereignty of nation, so it is important to sovereignty of the nation. So don't don't take any decisions which was damage the sovereignty of the nation. And also it was expressly provision for of justice and welfare. Don't make any laws which were harmful to the justice and welfare, harmful to the welfare of the people. So like the Keswananda Bharati case, during the Keswananda Bharati case, the Supreme Court was accepted the powers of the Parliament. Parliament means the people house, people's house. So the Parliament have rights to make amendments, but at the same time it was certain issues and certain the basic fundamental structure of the constitution should not be changed by the parliament as well as the assemblies. So it was argued that the Indian parliament cannot be changed the basic fundamental structure under any circumstances. So like this is the Keswananda Bharati case. Supreme Court was gave favorable to the Keswananda Bharati. So we have completed this lesson. So next we are going to the another lesson. Thank you.